Maybe I'll get to play Pinaka this time. Oh boy. Match already. Palmbay.
Aquila, ready to strike. Pinaka, ready to strike. Aquila, ready to strike.
Like this. If we have good people on our team, that means there's good people on their team.
Tricera, ready to strike.
Oh, he's champion? Congratulations.
Welkin, ready to strike.
We'll
Pilot
see.
proceeding on board. Injecting coaxium particles. Pilot sync rate stable. Mind bridge initiated.
Escort reactor core and upgrade Bunker City's power facilities. Activating the consoles along the way can speed up the transport vehicle. St. Dino's have also set their sights on this operation. Be sure to complete the escort before them.
Well, it should be alright. Welcome, Makilja. They can play aggressive.
Pinaka! Let's rip him a new one!
Tricera on the payload. They got a Norne. Wraith. Okay, Medusa. Flanker, Tricera.
Objective, capture console.
Blow this thing up!
To destination.
I want to call out the Norne because I don't want a Norne to just fucking be free.
Energy low. Console A activates in 20 seconds. Activating signal console. Signal console out of range. Fluid armor reactivated. Activating signal console. Signal console out of range.
Good old Makilja.
Initiating ejection sequence. First kill. Ready for deployment. Landing area confirmed. Entering landing area confirmed.
Makilja needs some heals.
Fire control system unlocked. Unavailable.
Welkin, ready to pick off some stragglers.
Advancing payload.
Aquila, smashing straight through their line.
Tricera, requesting backup.
Fluid armor reactivated.
Aquila, ready to provide aerial cover.
Assist.
Attack marked target.
ready to pick off some stragglers.
Energy low. Enemy down.
There's a hurricane. Alright, healing him.
Signal console.
Trying to keep an eye on team's health while I'm doing this.
Assist. Signal console activated. The payload is swiftly advancing.
Hurricane's weak, so I can chase him.
Focus firepower on the target. Please focus firepower on the target.
Assist.
Tricera, requesting backup.
Unavailable.
Welcome's a little weak. And of course, there's a norne here.
Assist. Energy low. Console C activates in 20 seconds. Target required.
Tricera, requesting backup. Welkin, ready to pick off some stragglers.
Subtask. Activating signal console.
Oh, hello, Panther.
Signal console activated. The payload is swiftly advancing.
Please, over here.
Energy low. Enemy down. Advancing payload. Stabilizing. Advancing payload. Assist.
Blow this thing up!
Target required. Stabilizing. Weapon not ready.
Welkin, ready to pick off some
I don't want
stragglers.
him to camp up there.
Fire from right. Weapon not ready. Fluid armor reactivated. Energy low. Fluid armor reactivated. Enemy down.
Hurricane, coming in to draw enemy fire.
Tricera, requesting backup.
Weapon not ready. Assist. Advancing payload. Assist.
I was trying my hardest to keep him alive.
Victory. MVP.
Tricera will always have your back.
Didn't have a healer. That seems like a... So they had one cart pusher and then one person to defend, or sorry, attack. They had a Panther, which would have negated me had they gotten me a whole bunch. I guess they had two cart pushers. They had Norn, but he didn't do enough. If they prio'd focus me, it'd be different. I don't know, 319. Alright, so we start off, I check the team, I see the Norn going to the side, I didn't want him to be the side, so I pinged him, and then our Tricer is going for him, which is a bold move, let me tell you. And it works out in our favor, and I make sure he doesn't get stunned and staggered with my shield. Protect him. I wall off this area, preventing the Makilja from going through this area, which does work, except for he just goes around, which... Here, I was trying to get the Tricera. Like, the Tricera was the weak, and I couldn't find him because he was somewhere probably to my right, I imagine.
Signal console.
Yeah, Tricera was over there taking cover behind the wall, and I was trying to heal him. I was looking for, looking around the battlefield to try to find him to heal him, but then Makilja fucking hijacks me,
Signal console out of range.
and then he gets me. I put my shield up with my heals, but I get bursted, and I die.
Assist.
So even with the buff to Pinaka, it's not it's not enough for some burst damage. Which, look, I'm okay with the buffs for Pinaka, and I'm okay with the nerfs for Makilja. It's just that didn't work out in my favor that time. The reason why I ground slam is because I want to be close to the ground. I don't want to do this air stuff with Pinaka. Close to the ground's better for me.
Wilkin, ready to pick off some stragglers.
And here, Panthers following up with a lance charge. Makilja steals our Tricera from the cart. And here, I'm kind of thinking, hey, I gotta make sure he's okay.
Makilya, smashing straight through their line.
Panther does lance charge me, it's not a big deal. Our cart's moving forward, and we can, right here in this area, push anyone off our cart fairly easily. And so we just huddle up in the corner while we let our cart naturally advance. And I'm pretty sure everyone was on the same page, with the exception of the people outside that are focusing on trying to kill the pesky Norn and Falcon.
Aquila, ready to provide aerial cover.
And as you can see, you know, payload advances naturally.
Assist.
And our Makilja's doing some good stuff. And I want to make sure he's alive.
Wilkin,
That was risky, going
ready
out,
to
trying to
pick
heal
off
him.
some stragglers.
That was very risky. But, you know, I got staggered here by Tricera's howitzer.
Advancing.
But I do drop in. And I go in for the kill on this Tricera because he's too close to Pinaka, with has shotguns, surprisingly, and energy damage, so works out in my favor. Looking for the Hurricane, heal up the Hurricane, make sure everyone's good health.
Assist. Assist.
I did chase that kill for that Hurricane because I saw he was low, and I figured, well, now's a pretty good time to chase low health Hurricane.
Advancing.
Yeah, he has a drone here, but if I get close enough, this decoy drone doesn't really affect me. And I get close enough that he has to jump up and leaves him exposed far away from his drones.
Assist.
And our sniper takes care of him. Good stuff. And I saw an enemy over here, but he ran away. So I'm just protecting the cart. I tried to put my emergency support drone on our Aquila, but I missed, and it registered this little red box, and then it hit me. So I missed a skill shot there, could improve. Had I been a little quicker, I could have made sure we secured that kill on that Tricera. But I didn't know he was right behind me. We do eventually end up getting the kill, but it's a bit drawn out, if you really think about it. Our Tricera pinged for help, and then so we come back and help him. I go in to save our Welkin because he's low. He was way out of position deep into this area by himself against 2 melees, so this was obviously not a good choice. But he ends up dying anyway. Our Mikilja gets there a little late. The Norn's also weak, and I run away. I'm able to escape.
Console C activates in 20 seconds.
I'm just trying to make sure our Hurricane's healthy because he got rammed by Mikilja, by the Milkman. Our Tricera is doing a smart thing, being right next to the crystals and getting that energy regen.
Welcome. Ready to pick off some stragglers.
And then I also get some of the energy regen and fluid armor back. Now that the signal console's up, here I missed a skill shot. I don't know if you saw that. I was trying to get on the Mikilja. Missed that. Do get it back on. And I get ambushed by Panther. But that's okay, because no one follows up. Had the Norne followed up, or the Mikilja followed up on that lance charge, I would have died. And here Panther's trying to chase me, and so I ground slam, go out to the right, evade to the right, and then evade up. And there's this Norne probably looking for a good target, and probably looking for me. But they're actually targeting the Hurricane, which is a weird choice, honestly. I think I am probably the highest prio target next to the Aquila, because if they don't kill me, I'm going to keep these 3 tanky boys alive. Unless they prio target the same target all at once. So really, they had a good kill comp, they just needed to prio target something. Here I jump on top to get my shotgun blast through the vulnerable spot on the Tricera, and that helps me net the kill. Their Mikilja hijacks our Tricera. And here I'm debating, hey, should I get on this cart and push it and then heal him with my emergency support drone from a distance, or should I just focus on him with the emergency support drone just so he can help tank it? I go ahead and get the emergency support drone on him, on our Tricera, and then I start shooting. Here I'm concerned about Mikilja using the energy damage reflector, because if I just shoot that and then it shoots back, it's kind of like defeats the purpose. But luckily the Mikilja is not utilizing that reflector as much. And here I was able to get the shield on just in time to block Panther's lance charge. And I'm just trying to time when to start shooting, because if I shoot now, like I was shooting a little bit earlier because I thought they were going to immediately lance charge, but I don't know. I don't quite know why the Mikilja was bringing the enemy Panther to our cart, other than there's more people there and they can destroy and delete Panther. But then Mikilja just drops down below, and I don't have visuals, so I'm kind of just starting to shoot early. And I do see our Aquila's weak, so I go try to heal. I do miss a skill shot here, you see that? I missed the skill shot. But I do get this one in, and I do get a tether heal. At least that gives me like at least 5% or 10% extra, plus the emergency support drone per second, so Aquila will heal up as long as they take cover and take, you know, take it easy. Here I noticed their enemy Tricera was on top of this vantage point, which is a very great vantage point for Tricera and Stego and Narakamis and other snipers. It's kind of wild to do it with a Tricera. It is doable, but it's also like questionable, and so I don't want that person to stay up there, because like Tricera here has a weak vulnerable spot on top, and if this Tricera was shooting directly on top of our Tricera, that would mean that our Tricera would lose this battle. And so I go to close and harass, drop a wall, start shooting on top, trying to force the Tricera in a vulnerable spot. Then I go back to make sure our Tricera gets healed, put all my healing out. He does get hijacked, and I do get stunned and then blasted by Norn's arrows. Our Hurricane put the dome on me to help protect me. And then I realize, hey, I'm out in the open. I can't really push the cart by myself, so I go back in. Our Tricera is kind of out by himself. Our Hurricane is going to die as well. I do get rammed here. I stay alive. I see Tricera repositioned himself on top, so I want to make sure that he's alive, because he's going to be the heavy pusher here on our team. And so I heal with everything I got.
Enemy down.
I do get a kill. He does get hijacked, so I start healing the next best target.
Hurricane, coming in to draw enemy fire.
And I'm just trying to make sure I'm avoiding aggro while hiding behind as much things as I can, including my own teammates. But even with all those heals, it's not enough to stop Mikilja and let me see. Mikilja and Panther. I wasn't even shooting, but Mikilja did have his reflector on, and he still has it on right now, so if I shot, I would have hurt myself. Here I drop a wall, it does land, and it pushes Mikilja off while he's in chariot form, and that allows me to advance. And they stun me, but it's okay because I'm still pushing the cart while I'm stunned on top of the cart, and so that helps us win. Overall, I think we won mainly, one, due to heals, and two, we had basically a bunker comp, and they didn't prio the same target. Because like you saw how fast that our Tricera got deleted at the end here. Like,
Enemy down.
Panther is right there. Tricera is half health. He has his shields. And I put all my healing on him, but it's not enough to stop this. I think our Aquila probably shot Mikilja with the reflector on, and that probably reflected it back towards our Tricera, which probably helped kill our Tricera. That's probably what happened, because I wasn't shooting. So that's my guess.
Assist.
Yeah.
Assist.
Had their team focused prios better, it would have been a lot different, in my opinion. Honestly, what do you call it? Panther's not the best for going against an Aquila in the air, but Mikilja is surprisingly really good. I don't know how it is after the nerfs, but Mikilja has really insane range with his right mouse button, his little energy beams. And so, had the Norne and Falcon and the Mikilja teamed up against our Aquila and took that out, we would have lost air support, and then they could have taken out the rest of our team. Tricera, their Tricera should have been more on the payload. They only got 154 advance. Their Hurricane got 122 advance. These guys should have been pushing the payload a lot, and they arguably did. And then after point console Charlie opened up, they lost the momentum, and they had to push. They had to stop us from advancing. Panther did well with Mikilja, with comboing the Rams, so they did really well on that. Especially since Panther can peel an enemy Mikilja from our Mikilja. So, if our Mikilja picked up their Mikilja, Panther can ram Mikilja out, and that would drop their Mikilja, and then their Mikilja can pick up our Mikilja, ram our Mikilja into a wall, and Panther could just ram him again into a wall. So it's just like, you're not gonna survive that, really. But they didn't coordinate that much or that well. Their Mikilja did do a lot of damage compared to ours, and I'm guessing it's due to having the support of their Panther on top of that. And the Norn. The Norn having the ability to stun people probably allowed the Mikilja to have more free reign against our, Welkin or something. Welkin was out of position at least once and or twice. In the very beginning, I healed him up because he was very injured. And then again right before console Charlie opened up, Welkin was out of position trying to go for maybe their Norn, while Panther and Mikilja backed up their Welkin, or backed up their Norn by going for our Welkin. And I tried to back up our Welkin, but he still ended up dying, and I ran away like a little rat. And then our Mikilja followed through afterwards. So, I mean, in theory, our Welkin and Mikilja could have played a little better together. Yeah. View would it be? Yeah, I mean, we won, but, there's things that everyone here could probably improve upon. Yeah. They didn't have a Welkin, so I was expecting a little more decoy turrets on, what do you call it, on the payload at the very end, when we were pushing the cart at the very end. I didn't see a lot, but, it's okay. I'm sure they were on cooldown or something. Anyways, that was game. GG's.